So students, now let's start activity 5.2. So our objective for this activity is to verify that the graph of a given inequality 5x plus 4y minus 40 is less than 0 of the form ax plus by plus c is less than 0, where a and b is greater than 0 whereas c is less than 0 represents one of the two half planes. So students, now let's start the method of construction for the given activity. Step 1. Take a cardboard and fix a graph paper on it. Step 2. Draw two mutually perpendicular lines x dash ox and yo y dash respectively. Now draw the graph of the linear equation corresponding to the given linear inequality. So now let's draw the graph of the linear equation 5x plus 4y minus 40 equals to 0. So first let the value of x equals to 0, then we get, by putting the value of x 0 in this equation, we get y equals to 10. So let's plot our coordinate 0, 10. 0, 10. So this is our point. And the second point is 8, 0. Now let's join the 2 points. So this is the graph and this is the xy ordered pair table that we derived from the given linear equation, and we have plotted the graph for the linear equation. Now step 4. Mark the two half planes as first and second. That is, this is our first plane and this is our second plane. So students, now let's see the demonstration for the given activity. First, mark the points O, 0, 0, A, 1, 1, B, 2, 3, C, 4, 2, and D, minus 2, minus 2 in the first half of the plane. And points E and point E, 5, 7, F, point F, 5, 8, point G, 4, 9, point H, 4, 8, in the second half of the plane. That is E, F, G and H in the second half and O, A, B, C and D in the first half. Now put the coordinates of of O 0 0 inequality, then we get LHS, that is, we put the value of x 0, 5x plus 4 and y is also 0, minus 40 equals to minus 40 less than 0. Similarly, put the coordinates of E 5 7 in the left hand side of the inequality. In the left hand side of the inequality. So our inequality is 5x plus 4y minus 40 is less than 0. So as we have put the value of coordinates of O in the given inequality on LHS, then we get which is satisfy our RHS, that is minus 40 is less than 0. Similarly, we put the value of E in the given inequality. Plus 4y minus 40 is less than 0, then LHS. So our inequality is 5x plus 4y minus 40 is less than 0. Now for the point E, that is 5 7, we try to satisfy the equation. We put the value of x as 5 and y as 7. 5 plus 4 into 7 minus 40, 25 plus 28 minus 40, 53 minus 40. So we get 13, which is greater than 0, that is, it does not satisfy our inequality. Point E does not satisfy the inequality. Now put the coordinates of F (5 8) on the left hand side of the inequality. We get LHS as 5 to 5 plus 4 into 8 minus 40, which is equal to 17, hence is greater than 0. We can say it does not satisfy the inequality. Now put the coordinates of point C. in the given inequality. We get LHS, that is left hand side of the inequality, when we put the value of the point C, that is coordinates of point C is 4, 2, point C, 4, 2, we get 5 into 4 plus 4 into 2 minus 40, that is LHS, which is equal to minus 12, which is less than 0. Hence, we can say the point C satisfies the given inequality. Now, put the coordinates of point D. Point D is minus 2, minus 2 in the left hand side of the inequality. That is 5 into minus 2 plus 4 into minus 2 minus 40, which is equal to minus 10 minus 8 minus 58, which is less than 0. Hence we can say point D satisfies the inequality. Hence we can say point D satisfies the inequality as the LHS is less than 0. Similarly, the point A 1, 1 lies in the first half, that is plane 1, satisfies the inequality, whereas the points G and H lying in plane 2 does not satisfy the inequality. So from this we derive that the points in the first plane satisfy the equation or the inequality, whereas the points lying on the plane 2, whereas the point lying in plane 2 does not satisfy the inequality. The points O, A, B, C and D lying in the first or in the plane 1 satisfies the inequality 5x plus 4y minus 40 is less than 0. Whereas the points lying in plane 2 does not satisfy the linear inequality. Thus, the graph of the linear inequality represents one of the two half planes. So our observation for the given activity is: first, the coordinate of point A 1 1 satisfy the given inequality. Second, coordinates of G 4 9 does not satisfy the inequality. Coordinates of H 4 8 does not satisfy the inequality. Coordinates of E 5 7 in the second half of the plane does not satisfy the inequality. All the points in plane 1 satisfy the inequality, but all the points in plane 2 does not satisfy the inequality. The graph of the given inequality is only represented by half plane 1. So the graph of the given inequality, that is 5x plus 4y minus 40 is less than 0, is represented only by half plane 1, that is half plane first, as all the points in plane 1 represent or satisfy, as all the points in plane 1 satisfies the inequality, whereas all the points in plane 2 does not satisfy the inequality.